Right now, you are trying too hard, trying to make something work, trying to fix a situation, trying to hold everything together, and the more you try, the more difficult it feels. Nothing is flowing, nothing is clear, nothing feels right, and yet, you keep pushing, because you don't want to lose it, because you don't want to give up, because you believe, if I try harder, maybe it will work. But listen carefully, Jesus is saying, my child. Stop forcing what is not flowing. What is truly meant for you will not require constant struggle, it will not bring endless confusion, it will not drain all your energy. Jesus says, my child. What comes from me flows with peace, not pressure. Right now, that resistance you feel is not something to fight, it is something to understand, because when something is not aligned, it becomes difficult, heavy, complicated, and that is not how it is meant to feel. Jesus is saying, my child. I am not asking you to force it, I am asking you to trust me. Sometimes, letting go is not losing, it is allowing something better to come, because what you are holding onto may not be what you truly need, it may only be what you are used to, what you are comfortable with, but what I have for you is different, better, more aligned with your life. Jesus says, my child. When you release what is not right, you make space for what is. So instead of forcing, pause, step back, observe what you are feeling, because your peace is trying to guide you, and when something is truly meant for you, you will not have to fight for it constantly, you will not have to chase it endlessly, you will not have to question it every day, it will feel natural. Clear, steady. Jesus is saying, my child. Trust the flow, not the force. Because where there is flow, there is alignment, there is peace, there is truth, and that is where you are meant to be. If you're ready to stop forcing and start trusting the flow, type Amen and choose peace today. Now, the truth becomes clearer, because deep inside, you already feel it, something isn't flowing, something isn't right, but you keep trying anyway. Jesus is saying, my child. When something is not meant for you, it will not bring you peace. One of the first signs is this: everything feels heavy, every step takes effort, every moment feels like work, instead of feeling natural, it feels forced, draining, exhausting. Jesus says, my child. What is meant for you will not constantly drain your spirit. Another sign: you keep overthinking, questioning everything, doubting every step, you never feel fully sure, because clarity is missing, and that confusion keeps you stuck. Jesus is saying, my child. Truth brings clarity, not constant confusion. Another sign: you are the only one trying, you are putting in all the effort, holding everything together, while the other side feels distant, uninvolved, uncertain, and slowly, it becomes one-sided. Jesus says, my child. What is real does not depend on one person's effort. And another sign: you feel anxious more than peaceful, worried more than secure, restless more than calm, because your heart knows something is not aligned. Jesus is saying, my child. I speak through your peace, listen to what you feel. At this stage, you don't need more effort, you don't need to try harder. You need awareness, honesty with yourself, because forcing something will not make it right, it will only make you tired, and take you further away from what truly belongs in your life. Jesus says, my child. Stop trying to fix what is not meant to stay. Because what is meant for you will not need constant fixing, it will flow, grow, and feel right. If you're ready to stop forcing and start seeing clearly, type Amen and trust what you feel. Now, you see the truth, you feel the weight, you recognize that something is being forced, but letting go still feels scary, because your mind says, what if I lose everything? What if nothing better comes? What if I regret this? And that fear tries to hold you back, but listen carefully. Jesus is saying, my child. Letting go is not losing, it is trusting me. You are not stepping into emptiness, you are stepping into alignment, but you cannot receive what is meant for you if your hands are still holding on to what is not. The first step is this: accept what you already feel, stop ignoring the discomfort, stop pretending everything is okay, because your feelings are guiding you. Jesus says, "My child." Truth begins with honesty. The second step: release control. You don't need to fix everything, you don't need to force a result, you don't need to make it work at all costs, because what is right will not require you to struggle endlessly. Jesus is saying, "My child." Surrender what you cannot control. The third step: take one step back, create space, allow distance, even if it feels uncomfortable, because that space is where clarity grows, that distance is where peace returns. Jesus says, "My child." I will meet you in that space. At this stage, you may still feel uncertain, you may still feel attached, you may still have moments of doubt. And that's okay. Letting go is not instant, it is a process. But every time you choose peace over pressure, you move forward. Every time you choose truth over illusion, you grow stronger. Jesus is saying, "My child." Trust what I am guiding you toward, not what you are afraid to lose. Because what is truly meant for you will not disappear when you let go, it will come closer, clearer, stronger. If you're ready to let go and trust the flow, type Amen and take that first step. Now, something changes, not outside first, but inside you. You stop pushing, you stop chasing, you stop trying to control every outcome, and in that moment, you feel lighter, calmer, more at peace. Jesus is saying, "My child." When you release pressure, you create space for peace. Because forcing was draining you, overthinking was exhausting you, trying to control everything was taking away your clarity, but now, you are letting go, and something powerful begins to happen. Things start to feel natural again, your thoughts become clearer, your emotions become steady, your energy returns. Jesus says, "My child." This is what alignment feels like. At this stage, you begin to notice changes around you, not forced changes, but natural shifts. Situations begin to resolve on their own, people show their true intentions clearly, opportunities appear without struggle, and you don't have to chase them, because they come to you. Jesus is saying, "My child." What is meant for you will meet you where you are. You are no longer confused, you are no longer questioning everything, because now, there is clarity, there is direction, there is flow, and that changes everything, because now, you trust yourself more, you trust the process more, you trust what is happening in your life. Jesus says, "My child." Stay in this flow, this is where your peace lives. And the more you stay here, the more your life aligns, the more the right things come to you, the more everything feels right. If you feel your life becoming lighter and more peaceful, type Amen and stay in this flow. Now, your life feels different, lighter, clearer, more peaceful than before, because you are no longer forcing anything, you are allowing, trusting, flowing, and in this space, things begin to come to you, naturally, effortlessly. Jesus is saying, "My child." When you align with me, what is meant for you will find you. You may begin to notice, opportunities appear without struggle, right people enter your life at the right time, situations begin to work in your favor, and this feels different, because before, you were chasing everything, now, things are coming to you. Jesus says, "My child." What flows into your life is a reflection of your alignment. At this stage, you don't question everything anymore, you don't overthink every step, you don't fear losing what is coming, because now, there is clarity, there is trust, there is peace, you feel supported, guided, in control of your own energy. Jesus is saying, "My child." I am placing you where you are meant to be. And the people who come now feel different, they respect you, they understand you, they don't drain your energy, they add to your life, they align with your peace, because now, you are no longer accepting less, you are no longer ignoring what feels wrong, you are choosing better, and because of that, your life is becoming better. Jesus says, "My child." This is what happens when you trust the flow I created for you. So stay here, stay grounded, stay aware, because this is where your life begins to truly align. If you're ready to receive what is meant for you, type Amen and stay in alignment.